Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Paterson. Today I'm checking out the most upvoted of all time your designs on my subreddit. This video is brought to you by Freshbooks. So we've been looking at the most upvoted every week, but I thought might be a fun thing to do is to check out the most upvoted of all time to see what you guys have been posting. I've been missing some of these as well. Somehow Jordan, my video editor, was letting me know that I missed out on a few amazing most upvoted logos. So let's have a look and see what you guys have brought to the table. So this one here by Danielle, he has gone ahead and redesigned the Wonka logo, the Willy Wonka logo, and I can tell why this is ridiculously good and why you voted it. So we've got the first one at the top here. This is the old ones, I'm guessing, and then we've got the new one down there. First impressions of the new one, it's insane. It's a lot more balanced, it's readable. I can see exactly the colors in there. You've got the old style look, keep with that heritage. I love the typeface and I love the W. That's really clever because you can see with the Willy Wonka logo that you've got the hat there and you've got the swoosh. So you've kept the swoosh and certain elements of the logo design and just modernized it and cleaned it up, created it to be really nice all the way throughout. I love the mock-ups that you've given here with the chocolate. The W works on the chocolate as well. Dude, this is unreal work. Even the t-shirts, you can see what happens when you create a logo and you're presenting it, whether it's on Reddit or to a client, that actually having the design mocked up so it looks real really does help with how people see the design overall. Check that out. Even the van, I love that. I love the way that you've used the brand color as the single asset in all of this. You are most definitely getting an award. I'm going to give you a good award here as well. I'll give you a 500 gold coins. Well done. Oh, by the way, now we have 2.8 thousand members on the subreddit, which is even more than last time. So if you want to join, it's completely free. You can post your work. If it gets voted, I take a look and we put it in a video. Now, before I go into the next one, I just want to have a face-to-face, a word-to-word with you guys. Unfortunately, in one of my last videos, in fact, I think it was my last one of this Reddit series, someone posted work that wasn't theirs and they did not credit it. They just said it was theirs, basically. When you post work onto the subreddit, it is your work. And if it isn't your work, you are stating in the title that it is not your work, so I don't credit you for it. Logo designers, as you know, we get annoyed when people steal our work. Don't do it. Don't put it on here or you're banned from the subreddit and the channel. It's stealing. This next one is 70 upvotes, posted 1 month ago. Hey guys, I made a logo for a design agency. Would love to hear some feedback. Let's do some feedbacking. First impressions, it looks unreal. Again, it's very modern, very clean, and I think it's just cute as well. I love it how you've simplified an otter down into that shape whilst keeping it in geometric, and you've done that through the boundaries in the background of the actual otter. Typographically, I like the look of it. I like the fact that you've customized the type as well, just to make it a bit clearer to what's going on. And I see that you've used parts of gridding here, very nicely done. If you don't know what this is, we've got videos on the channel. I don't think this is golden ratio. It could be, but it looks nice. Proportion wise, really good. Again, you have to get an award because that is unreal as well. I'm gonna have to buy some more gold coins. We've already seen the Southpaw one in one of my previous episodes, which I'll link down below in the description. But this next one with 59 upvotes, posted 5 days ago, is a minimal logo design for my creative experience agency, Snakebite Studios. What I love about this one already is the idea of the snake. You've got it as that game, you know, where you can like overlap in that game to eat your tail and stuff like that. I love it that it works in concept, but it's also an icon that has an S and a B and a snake bite. The only issue that I have with logos like this is in black and white, it will look weird. You can't see the shadows in black and white. So you would have to play with negative space. And when you do that, it's going to look more like a vintage monogram. The colors are orange. That's probably a bit too dark of an orange and the gradients, but I do like it. It looks very modern. I'm just scrolling down to find things that I've not seen yet. So we're going to go and look at this, the Van Gogh. So here was inspired by Van Gogh, so he's created a logo for Van Gogh, or Van Gogh. Is it Van Gogh or Van Gogh?
The correct Dutch pronunciation is Vincent van Gogh. But please don't try this at home.
First impressions, it looks like a painting, which is cool. I like that. I like the idea and the concept in there. It doesn't have like an intentional painting in there, but you can definitely tell it's a piece of artwork, and it's got the same flourishings that Van Gogh would use. There's that one painting, I can't remember, it's very famous. It's got all those spirals in it in the sky. I love the typography as well. I don't know whether that would work in a logo functionally, but when it comes to like a logo inspired by someone from an older time period, it would make a lot of sense to have that type. The colors as well, they're very muted. You've got this sort of beige in the background. Quite boring background color, but it does contrast nicely with the blue that you've got going on. There you go. That's the painting that I was talking about. Those swooshes, I really like that. You can see where he's got the idea from. You've literally just taken the painting and simplified it down into 3 lines. Yeah, looks amazing. All these things help show people. Yeah, I think this logo works really well. The only criticism I would give you for this one is that the lines should be thicker, so the negative space should be thicker. And I know it might seem weird, but when that is scaled down, you're not going to be able to see that very well. Also, to modernize this logo a bit more, you could even round one of the corners into one of the shapes. So it doesn't have to be the whole frame, but you can give it the illusion that part of the positive space is one of those spirals as well, by just rounding possibly this corner there. Before I go into the next one, I just want to thank the sponsor of this video, Freshbooks. If you're a designer and you're taking on client work, especially if you're a freelancer or work in a small creative agency, then Freshbooks will save you countless time doing all your invoicing and gathering up all your expenses. We've used Freshbooks to do our invoicing, and it's made things a lot easier for us. We don't have to like manually set everything up. All I do is put the client in on my actual Freshbooks account, and I can set up a recurring payment if they're on retainer. I can add any fees that I need to through Freshbooks, but not only that, it will show me when they've viewed the invoice. And when they've viewed the invoice, I can see that. And that means that they don't have a reason to be late. FreshBooks saves you time, and for the average business, it actually gets you paid faster because of the way that it works. It makes sending and receiving invoices easy, so you don't ever have to worry about it. But if you don't take my word for it, try it for yourself for 30 days, completely free, with the link down below. It is highly recommended. This next one is from Logotro. Hello there, I am Logotro. I've been doing logo designing for almost a year. The brief: Fishbone is a fashion company that sells affordable suits. The items are made with environmentally friendly practices. What I love about this is the color scheme already and the composition. It looks premium. When it's about suits and like creating a premium feel for professionals, it's important to show that within the colors and the design. And this color here is very much like one of my blazer colors when I'm wearing a suit. And I like that. I like the gold because it accents it and it gives it that premium feel. One thing I like as well is the sans serif typeface. The word Fishbone though has a lot of fix inside of the typographic, which means that when you get further to the edge, it kind of looks a bit thin on the end. So if it was me, and I might be just nitpicking here a little bit, but the N you could always just thicken up on the stems here. For the icon, really like it. It's just a really nice balanced icon that is unique. I've not seen one like this before, and it matches sort of like what I think is a tie or a bow tie, which is really nice. If you ever see an icon that just looks good like this, your logo doesn't have to be what it says it is. It doesn't have to be a fish, it doesn't have to be a bone, it doesn't have to be a suit. You've just got this icon in here that works really well for it. And yes, here we go, bow tie. The lines represent the fish bone, very clever, and the fish tail. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. I like this as well. It's showing the idea of the vintage vibe with the suit. Love the business cards, love everything. Looks very premium, and you can see here, and when, again, presenting it just really brings it to life. So never forget about the presentation. It's not just about the design. If you want to showcase the logo, show it in real life. I don't like this one though. Don't have this one in, there's no point. I'm gonna give you an award of 500 coins. Well done, dude. So the next one's got 48 upvotes. It's just a logo that I made for fun in my free time. No worries, so it's a coffee logo. Let's have a look. First thing I'll say is I really like the aesthetic of it. It's really rustic, but it's modern at the same time. The colors in the background make it work very well. I like the color combination. Composition wise, I love badge logos. By badge logos, I've said it on the channel a few times, but these are like logo types with lots of information in it. So for instance, here you've got perfect coffee time. Try writing that out in one line. You can't. So what people do, and what people used to do back in the day when it came to logo design, was create it from top to bottom hierarchical. And the hierarchy is basically informed by the size, weight, and color. So we obviously know this is a coffee logo because coffee is just the first thing you want people to see, to which the typography looks great with that, with the arc there. The steam is very generic, but it doesn't seem generic on here. When just thinking about the concept of coffee, it's quite a generic one, but I also love the perfect coffee time. Perfect at the top, maybe the leading there is a bit too close to the coffee. That's the only thing I could think about, so maybe spacing that out a little bit. And the two lines next to time, I would just decrease them next to the word time, because they kind of like, when I squint my eyes, they kind of get blurred in with the word time. This next one has got 47 upvotes and it's Gogh. It's a fake company, it's a wine store. I'm a student designer from India. I just made this logo for posting here. This is the first time I'm using a mock-up. I've never done anything like this, so correct me. Okay, so Gogh is a wine store that has been selling best quality wine for the past 41 years. I like it. First of all, it's appropriate. I can definitely tell you that. It looks very nice, very sleek. If I was to give this sort of logo to someone, they would match it up with a wine store, so it looks very nice. Concept-wise, with the actual icon, I really like it as well. You use the wine bottle and then basically another wine bottle inside to be a door. Very clever. The only thing I would have done differently maybe is just get rid of the actual wine bottle inside and made the actual bottle a door by just having a dot there on the left. That might have simplified it out. Typographic wise, I really like it. The leading for wine store is a bit too far low. You haven't got like a pattern going on here. By pattern, I mean this. You've got oak door here, then you've got a line and the space between there, and then wine store. The space between wine store and that line is kind of a bit strange, but then you've got a perfect separation between this, this, and this. I'm looking at the negative spaces here. When you're a logo designer and you're studying logo design, don't just look at the positive space. Look at what's not there and how that affects what is there. These colors, very nice. Again, very nice. So here we can see more of the concept. We've got a wine bottle, the door, wine glass, logo, very nice. I like this, the way that you've presented this. It matches the brand all the way throughout, and you've used the great font Montserrat. I like this font a lot. Also, these sort of like assets here, very nice. They fit perfectly with your line art logo. When I'm looking at a logo like this, I ask myself like a few questions. Number one, is it scalable? Number two, is it appropriate? Number three, will I be able to draw this out in 10 seconds in about an hour's time if I forgot about it? The answer is yes. It's very simple, very memorable. You've done a good job. If you're new to the channel, then please press that red subscribe button so you never get creative block again. You can always come to one of these Reddit videos to find some inspiration for that next project. And if you want to watch another one of these videos, we record them every week. So we put a Reddit critique, logo critique video out every single week. So if you want to check that out, there's one here and there's a few more linked down below in the description. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.